So look, I'm just going to start by, I just want to send our thoughts and prayers to Marcus Paul. He's a strength coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I've known him for a long, long time. This is a great, man of faith, great coach. He was a former great player. So just want to send, my thoughts and prayers to him, his family, the Cowboys, their entire organization, their coaches, their players. Again, when you're dealing with health, I mean, a lot of things seem trivial, and that's certainly the case here. So I just wanted to make sure, they know that they have our full support, and our thoughts and prayers are with them.
We'll start off with Barry.
Hi, Brian. If Jesse and Solomon are unable to play Sunday, who would be next man up in your mind? And has Dieter, even though he's obviously worked some at center in practice, has he still got many guard reps this year?
We're going to have to see how this goes, in practice. We've got, a few guys who haven't played much but have practiced well in training camp and, throughout the course of the year. So, you mentioned Dieter, Pankey, Davenport. We got some guys who have played in games, have some experience, and we'll see how it goes in practice. I think they're all rearing for an opportunity, and if that opportunity presents itself, then we'll have to see how it goes in practice and get the best five out there and the best combination of players.
Joe.
Good morning, Flo. How is Tua responded to having been benched?
He's been fine. I think it's a little bit of adversity, and that's never hurt anyone. He's fine. We did our normal Tuesday meeting yesterday. Went through the Jets, and no issues.
Cam.
Am I muted? Oh, good morning, Flo.
Morning.
Wanted to ask, where are we with Myles Gaskin? Is he someone that you could potentially get back this week, and how would that change what you guys do in the run game, if so?
Yeah, Myles is doing everything he can to get back. He's eligible to come off. We'll make a decision on that here, whether or not he comes back to practice. So, but he's definitely made some gains over the last few weeks, and we'll see how it goes.
Omar.
I want to ask you about Godchild. I know he's on IR. I know he's eligible to come back. Is that a possibility for this season, or is the bicep injury too much and he's done?
He's as tough a guy as there is on our team, and as I've been around. So it's a tough injury, but he's doing everything to from a rehab and treatment standpoint. I wouldn't rule anything out. But he's eligible to return. Obviously, that's the rule this year, that anyone can return after the 3 games, but obviously he's still treating and rehabbing. So, I'm not a doctor, so I don't like to put, or I don't feel I can put a timetable on things like that. So, but I do know he's been in here, he's been treating, he looks good. So we'll just take it one day at a time.
Adam.
Brian, I wanted to ask you about the COVID situation. You put Jesse on the list on Monday, a day is run together. And you haven't put anyone on it since, which to us is a sign that maybe this thing has been contained a little bit. How have you managed to play a game and travel home together with presumably Jesse on the plane and not have anybody who pops with contact tracing? How have you avoided that?
Well, we take the tracing and the spacing and the distance and the mask wearing. We take it, very seriously, and whether that's on the bus or on the plane or in the building. I think the intensive protocol helps in that that we only see them during practice and everything's virtual. We work with the league and talk about exactly who's in, who's out, things like of that nature. But from a contact tracing standpoint, they all wear the tracers, and everything we do, we try to keep distance. So I guess I would say that's the main reason. And I think whether it's the plane, the bus, definitely in the building, we do our best from that standpoint. And I think Kyle and our medical staff we've tried to educate the players on how important it is to keep the distance. So from a tracing standpoint, if you're within 6 feet of somebody, you beep, so you get away from them. I don't know how much more we can do. So
Hal?
Hello, Brian. With Thanksgiving coming up tomorrow and the NFL's more stringent policy toward players gathering, what are you telling the players regarding tomorrow, especially your single guys who may not have a family around here to gather with?
I think look, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. I try to be honest with them about that, and I understand that families are going to come in, and but we also try to educate them and tell them that limiting the amount of people you come in contact with just helps the situation. I understand that. I think they understand that. At the same time, family is important too, and we just try to educate them and tell them that it's how important it is to mask and try to keep your distance as much as you can. And for our single guys, I can't definitively tell you what those guys are doing. Again, these are all adults. They got to make decisions, and hopefully they're making good decisions. And we've been preaching that really the entire year. I think this is a year of sacrifices. So, I don't think we're any different than a lot of other families and people around the country. There aren't going to be the big gatherings that you normally have. I'm used to having 30, 40 people in the house for Thanksgiving. That's not the case. Not going to be the case this year. That's how I grew up. Big family, everybody gets together. Those are great, holidays and things that, I have great memories from those times. That's a sacrifice that, we're making, as well as a lot of other people around the country are making. And I think our players are no different. So, and I'm sure you guys are, doing things differently on Thanksgiving as well. So, we all got to make sacrifices, especially if we want to continue playing this year.
Ruthie?
I'll stick on the theme of Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for this year, Flo? I think this is a year where this holiday hits a little different, just with everything that we've been through.
I'm thankful for health. I think the first thing that came to mind, I'm thankful, for my wife, who puts up with my nonsense on a daily basis, and handles our household, and is a great mother to our kids, and a great wife, and a great, everything. So, she's the first person that comes to mind. But, my family, I'm thankful to be the head coach of this team. And I'm very blessed. My life could have gone a few different ways. And, to be sitting in this position is, I'm thankful for it.
Karen?
I'll just continue on that Thanksgiving theme. You said it's your favorite holiday. Do you have a favorite meal? Does Jennifer cook a specialty meal? Is there turkey versus ham? How do you feel about the whole Thanksgiving food?
We're a turkey and ham family, so you'll see both on the table. My mom, this was her holiday, so it's funny. She actually I think Jenny stole a few of her recipes, so I still get a little taste of mom's cooking on Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, we're turkey, ham, stuffing, potatoes, greens. I mean, there's a lot on the table. There's always too much.
Omar?
Cam kind of stole my question there. I wanted to know why Thanksgiving was your favorite holiday, but you addressed that. I'm going to be the spoiler and get back to football. How do you guys improve? I mean, it's been an issue all season, the run game and the struggles that you guys have been having, sustaining the run and then helping it build the pass game.
I think it's the same answer, Omar. You probably don't, sick of hearing it, but we just got to continue to practice, and then it's about execution. And I think we got to try to find different ways to put the players in better positions to have some success in the run game on both sides, offensively and defensively. I think there's a lot of different ways to do things in this league. Different personnels, different schemes. So we haven't tried every avenue. I don't think any team has, but we have to do what keep looking for those different ways to create some opportunities for ourselves. Whether it's in the fits, something that we're unfamiliar with, then maybe we do that. But at the same time, the things that there are always, hey, if we got one block, we would have sprung that one, or if we handled that movement, we would have sprung this one. So there's a little bit of back and forth on the best ways to try to make those improvements, but they're constant conversations, and we've been having them. We have them every day, and not necessarily just on the things that we struggle with, but even the things that we haven't struggled with. So that's coaching. There's a lot of different conversations and communication, and we're all just trying to get better. I think Chan, Josh, Danny, they're just constantly trying to do everything they can to help put these guys in position to be successful. We'll continue to do that.